Okay, scholars, here is your problem of the day and writing prompt. We're going to start with problem of the day. Okay, I'm going to read it aloud. The table shows the weights of 4 elephants. So here we have the table, the elephant weights. It tells us which elephant it is and how much they weigh in pounds. The question asks us which comparison of these weights is true. So we're looking for which statement right here is true. Okay, let's start with A. We're going to work our way from A to D. So, the weight of elephant R is less than the weight of elephant T. So what I want you to do right now is go find the weight of elephant R and the weight of elephant T. Which one of those is greater? You can pause the video now to figure out which is greater. Okay, so now that you've looked at them, what we're going to do is we know the weight of elephant R and elephant T, so I'm going to write that down right next to this answer choice. So I know that the weight of elephant R is 12,345 because it says it right here, and I know that the weight of elephant T is 12,509. So now I need to figure out which is greater, 12,345 or 12,509. Well, first I'm going to look at these numbers right here. I'm noticing that those are both 12,000, so that's not going to really help me compare my numbers. So now I'm going to go look at the hundreds place, and in the hundreds place I see that this is 3, so that represents 300, and I see that this is 5, so that represents 500. Now, scholars, say out loud, which is greater? Is 500 greater? So I can say, is 300 greater? Or is 500 greater? What would you put in between that to represent greater than or less than? 500 is greater, right? So we'd say 500 is greater than 300. So we know that this number, 12,509, is greater than 12,345. And we found that because we saw that the 10,000s and the thousands place were equal in both of the numbers. So then we looked at the hundreds place. And we see that 300 is less than 500. So we know that this is true. Okay, so A is true. I'm going to keep going though, because I want to just definitely make sure that I have the right answer. So now let's look at B. The weight of elephant U is greater than the weight of elephant T. So I'm going to go to weight of elephant U, and I see that it's 11,960. And the weight of elephant T, that's 12,509. I'm going to write those two numbers next to the answer choice again, like I did for A. So now, we already said that this one was correct. I'm going to keep that there. So now we say, okay, the weight of elephant U, we found that here, is greater than the weight of elephant T. We found that here. Let's use the same strategy as we did before. Okay, I look at my 10,000s place. Those are the same numbers, so that doesn't help me compare the numbers. Now I'm going to look at my thousands place. My thousands place here is 1,000. My thousands place here is 2,000. So now I'm thinking, which is greater, 1,000 or 2,000? 2,000 is greater, right? So that means that this number, 12,509, is greater than 11,960. So really, this should have a greater than arrow or sign. So we know that this one is not true. Okay, let's go on to C. Same thing. We said that this one is true. We said that this one is not true. So we put an X through it. Okay, let's look at C. The weight of elephant S, I see that that's 3,960. I wrote that here. Is equal to, this is our equal to sign, is equal to the weight of elephant U. The weight of elephant U is 11,960. Are these two numbers equal? Remember, an equal sign, this sign means that the sides are balanced. So, right, like 4 equals 4, right? Those numbers are the same They're balanced. But these numbers do not equal each other. So I know that this one is not true. Okay, let's look at the last one. So far, A is looking like the right answer, but we want to make sure. Let's look at D. So again, I'm going to write my answers out. The weight of elephant S, I know that's 3,960. I wrote that down. Is less than the weight of elephant T. I know that T is 12,509. So let's use our same strategy. We're going to look at the 10,000s place. Okay, here, the 10,000s place is 1, and the 10,000s place is 1 here. That doesn't really help me. Those numbers are the same. So now let's go look at the thousands place. So here the thousands place is 3, and the thousands place here is 2. Is 3,000? Is 3,000 greater than, less than, or equal to 2,000? Yes, it's greater than. So that means that this number 13,960 is greater than 12,509. So really this should have a greater than symbol like that. So I know that D is not true. So remember we said A was true, we said B was not true, we said C was not true because those numbers aren't equal, and now we know that D is not true. So that leaves us with A as our answer. So we know that because 12,000 and 12,000, these two numbers are the same. We get to our hundreds place and we see that 500 is greater than 300, so we know that this number is greater. And remember, you can remember which one's greater because that's the crocodile or the alligator, and they want to eat whatever is greater. Okay. So if this was challenging at all, I suggest that you go back to the beginning and you pause the video and you make sure that you follow along with the steps. And remember, it's a really good idea to write the numbers like this next to the questions, especially when it's using a table. Okay, that's your problem of the day. Let's go on to our writing prompt. Okay, so our writing prompt for today is describe your favorite place to be. Explain why you like to be there. Make sure to give a lot of detail. So I thought I would give you some ideas for this. Your favorite place might be your house. I know that you're spending a lot of time in your house right now. Your favorite place might be a family member's house or a friend's house. It might be at the zoo or a water park or someplace that you like to go with your friends and family. It might be swimming or running or biking. It might be somewhere outside. It might be climbing a tree. It might be somewhere inside. So I want you to be creative. I want you to think about all the places that you love to be and write about your favorite. And there are so many options. And I'm excited to see what you write about. Remember, after you write this, take a picture and send it to your teacher so they can also see where your favorite place to be is. Okay, scholars, that's your problem of the day and writing prompt for Tuesday.